So it seems like Palantir stock might be coming down here, guys, which is a pretty good thing, especially if you're looking for an entry point, which I'm not telling you guys what to do, of course. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research, yada, yada, yada. You guys know the whole spiel, right? So Palantir reported earnings. The stock shot up. We got a lot of upgrades from analysts, which is great. It's awesome. The stock's looking more bullish than ever, but we all can look at it and be like, okay, it's pretty overbought. Not necessarily overvalued. That's very different than overbought. But in the short term, it's ran up a little bit too much, arguably a little bit overbought. And today, this morning, you guys probably saw, we got the CPI data from January, which, mind you, inflation came in a bit hotter than expected. And, well, that caused a lot of these indexes, well, all the indexes to go down, and pretty much every stock on my watch list to get hit today, which includes Palantir. And maybe this is what's going to spark a sell-off that could ultimately bring Palantir back down to the lower 20s. And maybe, just maybe, not financial advice, but maybe it could open up a dip opportunity. So let's break down these charts today, guys. You all know the drill. We're going to go over my thoughts. Again, the charts, all that good stuff. So hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and you might as well get up to 15 stocks for a moo, each up to $2,000 by simply using that link down below. Go get your stocks, guys. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive into it. So again, Palantir sold off today in the midst of a pretty bad red day. I mean, guys, I'm not sure if you saw, but we had the Russell down 4% on the day, NASDAQ down 1.5, S&P down 1.4, and we had the Dow Jones down 1.3% as the VIX went up almost 14% on the day. The VIX is now pretty much, look, it's still in the mid-teens, but now it's pushing more towards 16, which, who knows, man? It could be pushing 17, 18 at this rate in no time. Not saying for sure it will, but the VIX could get hot fast. You guys have to realize that, which I'm sure you all probably know already at this point. So going back to Palantir, look, we hit $25.53. That might have been on Friday. No, that was yesterday. Excuse me, guys. And you can see now we're down to about, $24 as of today's close. The stock went down over 1%, or a dollar, over 4%. And what you're going to notice here, guys, is we do have a death cross slowly forming on this 5-day, 5-minute chart, but we also have this channel holding. Let me show you this. If you notice, over the past 4 days of trading, Palantir has been moving pretty sideways between, 23.40 as support and resistance at about 25.30 to about 25.50. So we've been holding this $1.50 window right here pretty tightly over the past couple of days, right? Holding, again, 23.40 to the dot pretty much on 1, 2, 3, 4 different days. Today, today included, right? We hit 23.40 in the morning, then we rallied off of it. So at this point, guys, let's see what direction we pick. And to be honest, I feel like we could be selling off. I'm not for sure guaranteeing this, but I feel like under 23.50, if this little overall market sell-off continues here on the S&P and the NASDAQ, of course, a little sell-off under 23.50 is not too far-fetched. And then from that point, we could fill the gap down potentially to $22 right here, which was the high from around, the 6th, about a week ago. After the bell, looks like we hit that actually during the day on the 6th. We hit $22. That was resistance. So that could be the gap we fill to the downside. Then if that were to break, maybe down to about 1970s where we could be going. Baby steps, of course, guys. I'm not saying for sure we're going under 20. I mean, probably not realistically, but down at 22, yeah, 21.50, that is more realistic. In my opinion. And look at this. Is this not a descending triangle? You guys see support at 23.30, 23.50 as we are making lower highs. So Palantir, I'm telling you, man, if we get that overall market sell-off to continue, this could be slipping a little bit more. And right now we are sandwiched between the 50 and the 180 moving averages on this 30-minute chart. And I might as well just set my alert now that I'm thinking about it at 23.30. Let me do that now. Mark is at or below. Yeah, 23.30. So if we slip under there again, these gaps could potentially start filling to the downside, which potentially could open up an opportunity for us on the dip after pretty strong earnings. But please do your own research, do your own due diligence. I'm not telling you guys what to do, of course. I'm not in Palantir right now, full disclosure. So, we're going to see how it plays out. And of course, I'll keep you guys updated on what I'm doing. So make sure you all subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you might as well hit that like button while you're at it. Why not? But yeah, if we could get this thing as close to $20 as possible, that'd be great. As close to the 180 SMA here on the 1 hour chart, being at about $20.50, as close as we can get to that as possible would be ideal. And here on the 4 hour time frame, you guys can see why I have 2180 as a gap. It's because that was the high from November. So that's a big spot here on the chart and a big gap. If we were to fill down to that, that'd be pretty crazy. But yeah, watch out for $21.75, $22, which going back to this 20-day chart, you guys can see, again, 22-ish, 21.80. That was the high from around a week ago. So let's see if we could go there potentially. And on this 3-year chart, you guys can see, obviously, we're still trading in the channel that we were in back in 2021. We covered that here on this YouTube channel, a couple of videos ago before the earnings, actually. And now we're exploding. So who knows? We could, pull back a bit, consolidate in the low mid-20s a little bit before we start making our move back to the mid-high 20s, which is where we were really in the end of 2021, actually early 2021 as well. Pretty volatile year that year. And, we'll see what happens after that point. So that's a quick breakdown here on Palantir, guys, on the charts. And again, we're selling off after very strong earnings, and we're not selling off because people are, dumping out of the stock or they're selling out in droves post earnings or anything like that. I think we're just, we just saw a sell off in Palantir today simply because of the overall market. CPI from January, inflation came in higher than expected. Pretty much everything sold off today. And the fact that we're holding a lot of the gains from post-earnings for many days now, that goes to show how strong the investor base right now is in Palantir post-earnings. A lot of people are staying on the ship, guys. Not many people are jumping ship right now, which is what you want to see. That's a pretty good sign for the company, for the stock right now. Now, granted, if the fundamentals change, the vision changes, that could change. The stock could change like that very quickly, but obviously the fundamentals, the vision is only getting stronger. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. And don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo, guys. Just use that link down below or simply go to stocksurfs.com/Moomoo. Open up your account and fund it with at least $100. You get 5 stocks and fund it with at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, and each of those could be valued up to $2,000, guys. So get on it. Use that Moomoo link down below. I appreciate you guys as always, as that is an affiliate link. It does help out the channel. And with that being said, I'll catch you later.